I wonder how the pedal cadence now compares to my H8. What I did today is I turned off the external battery. Just want to try to get a feel for what kind of distance we're going to get out of this. That's why I'm really happy that they made it the same battery as the H8. All gone. Uh-oh. Oh, here comes the bus. Hey, boys. Here. Well, hello, everybody. Papa Blue Shirt here. I'm going to take out this Philodo Jumbo today. Get some miles on it. As you can see here, I put my new FREEWHEEL on there. Got the integrated battery here. And we got the external battery here. I love this bike. This bike is really fast. With my suspension seat with this rear suspension, boy, it really smooths out these bumps. Well, it's another cold and windy day, but I really wanted to try out this new FREEWHEEL and see what it was like. And so far, it's really nice. Oh, we got a really strong wind here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's so cold today again. I'm really tired of the cold. We had a couple days of 75 and 79 degrees. It's like it spoiled me. It's like I want that all the time. But I went ahead and put my pogies on here because it's just so cold. I wonder how the pedal cadence now compares to my H8. Yeah, I wonder how it compares. I'm thinking it's a little faster yet. Which is okay, I guess. I'll get into more shape. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I certainly feel like I'm pedaling faster because a little bit out of breath. I think I need to set the seat up a little bit. It's hard because this one, I think the standover height on this is like 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 less than the H8. So on my H8, I pretty much have the seat all the way down because I'm so short. Which reminds me, I need to check the air on these tires and see what they're at. I got a feeling they're kind of on the lower end because they felt kind of squishy, but I have this habit of getting a new bike and just riding and not checking the tires. So maybe I need to do that. A little bit of a tight squeeze, I guess. Hope I didn't mess up my camera. Stop and take a look at it here because it did hit it. I should have pulled it in, but I think we're all right. One thing I do know is this is the better hill climber than the H8 is. I think the top speed is probably pretty close to the same. For hill climbing, this thing really climbs in all-wheel drive anyways. If you don't have it in all-wheel drive, it's not a very good hill climber, but neither is the H8, so. I'll be comparing it to the H8 because that's the bike I ride the most. After almost 14,000 miles, you get to know a bike pretty good. And if I was going to compare it to the ecotric, I'd say, well, there ain't no comparison. The ecotric, at least the 36-volt one that I had, it's like a horse and buggy compared to this. And this is a Porsche, you know. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to reset the trip odometer on this yet. Does anybody know? Oh, in the process of trying to figure it out, I reset my miles. You know, you ought to have the option to auto reset or not. But what I did today is I turned off the external battery. Just want to try to get a feel for what kind of distance we're going to get out of this. Man, I hate that smell. Smell the chicken barn through here. Boy, it stinks. I smell the chicken barn. Well, Mama said it's supposed to warm up a little bit tomorrow, so that'd be nice. Wow, that's a good test for this seat here. This usually through here really beats me to death. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Well, we'll go by our crazy dogs today and see if they're up for the chase. Yeah, there were getting some comments about people who wish they would have waited. You know, they just bought the H8 and they wish they would have waited and got this, but you got to remember this is $1,000 more, so it's almost like buying two H8s. And so you buy the H8, you put 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it, and you figure out, hey, this is something I'm going to do a lot of. You reach 5,000 miles and you give yourself a reward. You know, set yourself a goal. When I get 5,000 miles, I'm going to buy the Jumbo. When I get 10,000 miles, I'm going to buy the Jumbo. When I get 15,000 miles, I'm going to write my congressman. No. I get 15,000 miles, I'm going to write Papa Blue Shirt. And tell him that I got more miles than he did. Yeah, I wonder if they make an adjustable crank arm. Seems like to me there'd be kind of a market for something like that. Where when you're on the road like this, you don't have to worry about pedal strikes and things like that. You could have a bigger crank arm. Where when you were off-road, you might want to make it smaller, so you don't have to worry about having a pedal strike. That's just an idea. The best place to get free advice is to get married. Yep, this rear suspension with the suspension seat makes it really nice. This was a really rough area through here before. And I can feel it, but it's not as jarring as it was. So that's sweet. Yeah, like I said, it was going to take a pretty mean bike to get me off my H8. I don't know. It's pretty sweet. Once I get it dialed in, I think it's going to be nice. Well, I wonder if my dogs will be in for the chase today. All depends on when they see me, how intense it gets. If they see me from a distance, boy, they're ready for me. And I can barely get through. They run in front of me and everything. See if we can sneak up on them a little bit here. No dogs today. Well, no dogs today. They must have had them inside. Well, those of you who have hip issues, wow, look at those lilies out there in the field. But the cows eat all around the lilies. And it makes the lilies really stand out. That's really pretty. But those of you who have hip issues, when you're out on your bike and you start to hurt, just move your seat up or down. It really makes a difference. I can go from being in intense pain to being pain-free just by changing the position of my seat by an inch or two. Yeah, if you knew my health issues, you'd probably wonder how I could ever ride a bike. I got really severe back issues and hip issues, like a purebred German Shepherd, you know, have hip dysplasia or whatever they call it. Well, since the dogs were down there, I probably could have just turned around and went back. But this will give you a little bit of a different view here. I didn't go on my ride today because it was so cold, and I got so far behind on what I needed to get done and what I have to get done today. But I told my wife I feel like I'm missing something when I don't go on my ride. So when it's pouring down rain, you can understand it. But if it's not raining, I'm probably riding about this time. Usually a little earlier than this, but yeah, I put these pogies on here. They went on real easy. The H8's got that ignition, and it really adds a lot of bulk to the spot where you got to put these on, but there's all kinds of room on this one. I actually was able to leave the controls out so I could see how to control it real easy. The H8, I had to put the controls on the inside, and sometimes I have to fiddle for it. want to stay behind him very long and get exhausted out. Well, I want to see what's down here. Looks like there's a cemetery down here. It says through 1926, so what, they stopped burying people? I guess they do that. The cemetery gets full and you got no room for nobody else. Then they take care of it for 100 years. And then when all the kinfolk are gone, they let it go to pot and just leave it. That's one thing about a graveside that keeps getting people, is they keep taking care of them because they have that income coming in. I'm thinking this probably just goes back here to the cemetery and ends. Wow, look at this. Yeah, this is kind of interesting, huh? Yeah, unless they already passed the cemetery, I don't know. I didn't see nothing back there. Oh, this looks like it just ends in a farmer's field. Huh. I don't see no cemetery. Huh. Maybe I missed it. See if I can plug back in my power pack here before I run out of momentum. There we go. Oh, there it is. Just like I said. All those trees there were just little saplings when they first started putting people in there. You know, it's almost better if they wouldn't even mark it, because kids like to come and knock over, tombstones. But I've seen tombstones in the middle of the woods, and the tombstones are only about 1.5 inches still standing after 150 years. And so that means during all that time, no kids have knocked it over or anything. So, yet they usually, back in the olden days, they would respect the dead. It's only been here, the last 50 years or so where people don't care, But I imagine it was like that all along. There was ones who didn't care. You just didn't hear about it. Yeah, that was kind of neat. Yeah, these 360 cameras, they're kind of neat how they can make the pole go away. Wonder exactly what kind of technology they use to do that. Do they take the view right before it and fill it in, or is the eye just able to see around all that? On the corner. No way people do that. Hey, buddy. Don't know why people do that. Well, looks like my main battery's already starting to blink. Like I said, it is pretty windy out here. But we'll keep going like this before we turn the other one on. I'm sure if your road had the lower PAS settings, you could very easily get 80 or 100 miles. I got 92 miles on my H8 with the dual battery setup. And I still had over 2 bars, over half when I got back. I rode out there on PAS 3 and then I rode back on PAS 4. So the first 45 miles, here's PAS number 3. But when you ride in the high settings, especially on all-wheel drive, it really eats the battery. Slowing down here. Yeah, we'll have to do some tests on number 4 and see how long that lasts. With the all-wheel drive on and with the all-wheel drive off. Yeah, those bumps, this thing handles those bumps a lot better. It's got a lower center of gravity than my H8 because the batteries are up higher on the H8. Had the battery on the back. And this road here is really rough. I can't ride in the groove on this road. I usually have to go in the middle. So this with the suspension seat is a much better ride on this than the H8. Well, I'm gonna have to turn the other battery on to make it up this hill, I think. Turn it on all-wheel drive, see what happens. Yeah, not a whole lot. Winding down here. So we're at about 27 miles on just the one battery. And like I said, it was really windy today. So I'm pretty confident you can do 60 miles on PAS 5 with both the batteries. Woo. I turned it on and about threw me off the bike. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I love it when I get my juice back. It walks right up this hill. But the funny thing, the battery is still blinking. I had that same issue with my dual batteries on the Hanover. Even though you got the dual batteries, it doesn't read them. It doesn't read them both. It just reads the one for some reason. And I can understand it if it was a battery that you added on, but you'd think there'd be a way to make these So I'm sure you could do 60 miles on PS 7, that is, not 5. H8 only goes up to 5. But if you have it all the way up, so yeah, I'll have a lot more to test on this. I can test it all the way on number 6, all the way on number 5. So that'll make a difference. Ah, look at all the puppies. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey there. Hi there. Here. Yeah, I threw him a bone. He'd like that. He's back there eating it yet. Not a whole lot of room coming through here with the bus. So that was about 27 miles on PAS number 7 for one battery. I could have went further if it was flat. I could have easily done 30 miles. I could do 30 miles now. I could turn it back off on the flat area and do that 3 miles. If we find a flat area up here, I'll do that just to prove it. So that'd be 60 miles. On a windy day, so that's not too shabby. I think that's comparable to my H8 with both the batteries. So, and I was in all-wheel drive almost the whole time. So, being in all-wheel drive really makes a difference because you go faster. And you're running 2 motors. Now you could argue each motor only has to work half as hard, but I think you actually go faster, so it must be putting out just a little bit more juice. Yeah. So overall, I'm really happy with this bike. It, like I said, it's really well balanced. Yeah, the birds are up there eating on that thing now. Well, I take it back, my battery gauge has come back now. It says I have 48 volts, it looks like, or 44. I can't tell because my eyes aren't the best. And these displays seem to be getting smaller. It's one thing I really liked about the H8 is they had that really big screen. I could see what was going on all the time. I could see my miles without my glasses. This one I kind of can. I'm right at 30 miles now. But I have to get down and kind of look at it different, kind of weird to make sure I get it. Of course, they don't expect old people like us to be riding these kind of bikes, I don't think. But crazy Papa Blue Shirt will. Yep, I'm actually thinking about making a battery trailer where I could put all my extra batteries in and I could hook it up to a bike and just go. Yep, I think that'd be nice. Probably have to get a battery that has some kind of a get a trailer that's got some kind of suspension. Okay, I turned off that other battery now. Let's see if we can get some miles on this. And it's not exactly really smooth through here. I mean, if you can see up there, it's a pretty steep hill. Yeah, I'm already slowing down, so I'll turn this battery back on. So probably 29-ish. But like I said, if it was not so windy out, I'm sure you can do 30 on each battery. So that's 60. I don't know what they advertise. So that's, you know, pretty much the worst case scenario. Usually most people won't ride more than that anyways. You know, that'd be 60 miles. Not too many people ride 60 miles a day. Of course, for a while there, I was riding 75 on my H8. And I think this would do it if it wasn't windy. But, you know, we can do it real easy just by using the external battery first, and then end up back at home. Pop in and put the other battery on it and then go again. So that'll always be an option. That's why I'm really happy that they made it the same battery as the H8. And of course, I'm sure it makes it easier on them. Makes it easier on Philodo too, because just having one common battery is probably a lot easier. Yeah, I'm not sure the H7 if it has the same battery or not. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I would think it would. Yeah, someone is burning. Well, I can ride all the time, no matter what speed now. It is a little faster than my H8, but the H8, I changed the crank on it also, so that would be why. Otherwise, I think they're pretty much the same. Hey, buddy, you got a puppy there. You gonna teach him how to chase cars too? Woo. Well, my puppy should come running. My puppy should come running. Hey, puppy. There's my puppies. Hi there, buddy. Hey there. Hey there. Hi there, buddy. Here. Here, right there. I didn't forget your bones this time. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh, here comes the bus. Here comes the bus. Gotta get out of the way. I had to get out of there, so if I get hit by the bus, it's not gonna be my fault. they both made it. They both made it. Now they got a little doghouse back there. That's where they're at. That's where they're at. I didn't even see you laying over there. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Here, here. Yeah, here you go. Well, that little guy, he's aggressive. Here you go, here you go. Hi there, buddies. Hey there, buddies. Hi there, buddy. Hi, yeah. Almost out of bones. Here you go. Here you go. All gone. Uh-oh. Oh, here comes the bus. Hey, boys. Here. Here. Come over here. Hey there. Here. Here, boy. Here, boy. There you go. Here, buddy. Come here. Here. Here, boy. Yep. You may want to, when you're parking this thing, you know, when you're getting done the day, turn it off all-wheel drive, because when you first take off and you're not prepared for it, it'll walk right off from underneath you. And at least when it's not on all-wheel drive, it's not so responsive. You know, the front kind of, I can feel the front moving all around on all these humps, but the back is really nice and smooth, especially with this suspension seat. Really nice. Well, there's my miles. As I said, I was trying to figure out how to turn the trip odometer back, and I reset my miles. It actually resets the odometer, so I still got to figure out how to do that. I felt all around, there's nothing here. It's probably really easy and I'm gonna feel really dumb. But anyways, we got 35.2 miles. And there's nothing really to check here as far as, yeah, I wonder how many digits there actually is in the miles here. Hopefully it doesn't go to 10,000 and have to reset or something. But anyways, they don't expect crazy people like me to put that many miles on a bike. But as you can see, it says we have a lot of juice here now in the battery, so it does read both batteries. So that's neat. But that's my first ever ride on this, my first official ride. I did go for short little rides, and I did the hill climbing test, but that wasn't my normal ride. And you can see my wheels are already getting dirty. So And I put my blue suspension seat on there. I told my wife, you know, when I'm sitting on it, no one's going to see it anyway. I hate to spend the money. But, you know, I may. I think I need to slide it back a little bit on this right here because it feels like I'm really far to the front. So we'll experiment with that. It's going to take a little bit to get it dialed in, but so far, well, you were along with me on my first ever ride on this Philodo Jumbo. This was my normal ride. Like I said, I did a few testing and like that, and so I'm real excited about this. I really like this. I can't wait to get some miles on it. In the highest settings, you can do 60 miles on a windy day. But we're going to be doing some more tests. We'll try some of the lower settings and see how that affects it. It's going to be a fun year. I can't wait to get going again. And yeah. So, well, thanks for coming along with me today. This is Papa Blue Shirt. Goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a